Hi, welcome back to OT in the Real World. This is our second season. I'm Lauren, an OTA, and this is Kim, an OTR. And our first couple videos, we're going to try to talk about topics that have been brought up by parents. Today, we're going to be talking about toothbrushing.
Yeah, so we've had some parents ask us about toothbrushing recently, and Lauren and I work in the school setting, so and we're in an elementary school.
Yeah.
So toothbrushing is not generally something that we touch on at school because it's not part of the students' curriculum. That's just particular to our state and our district, but when we wanted to have some advice to give you parents to use at home. So we're going to talk about that right now. Something that you might not have thought about with toothbrushing is something that we talked about a lot with our handwriting episodes, and that's making sure that the child is firmly anchored or planted somewhere. So I recommend you do toothbrushing in front of a mirror so the child can see what's happening, what's going on. And that they either be standing, maybe standing on a stool, or even let them kneel on the countertop if you're okay with that, maybe a high kneel or sitting crisscross, whatever works. You can hold them if they're smaller, but no dangling feet with toothbrushing either. So I'm also, in full disclosure, I'm also a behavior analyst. So I have a BCBA and an OT. So this advice is coming from kind of both of those worlds.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah. So one thing I would say is that as you're doing this, you want to be counting. Maybe you're going to pick the number 3 or 5 or 10. Counting or singing a song, but something to let the child know when each portion of this activity is going to be over. So here's an example of how I might start with a child. I might say, hey, we're going to brush your teeth, okay? We're going to start right here. We're just going to do 3, my turn first. 1, 2, 3. I'd have her open and I'd be sticking the brush in. 1, 2, 3. And if she's grabbing for the toothbrush, I might say, okay, now it's your turn. Okay, now we're gonna brush down here. 1, 2, 3. And then I would just take turns. We'd maybe do both sides, top and bottom, and maybe something on the bottom and something on the front. Each time I'm letting her know ahead of time, we're gonna go right here, count to 3, and then all done. And then each time if she wants to, I'm letting her explore afterwards. In terms of the toothbrush, I know that a lot of the electric toothbrushes are pretty popular for kids, but if your child has a sensory processing disorder, such as autism, or seizures, it just might be really unpleasant for them. They kind of make a lot of noise, they rattle a lot, so you might want to just start with a regular toothbrush, and you might want to do this with no toothpaste, initially anyway. If it's been a struggle, initially you're not going for perfection in toothbrushing or thoroughness, you're just going for tolerance. That's why you're counting and you're getting them used to it. Maybe after you've done it for a week or a month even, depending on how much of a struggle it's been, then you're gonna start going for more thoroughness, maybe giving them more control, maybe you're doing it together. If you have a child that's really fighting you, actually, why don't we cover that in another episode?
Yeah.
We'll cover some more advanced ideas for the child that's really been putting up a fight with toothbrushing. But those are some tips to just make it successful for the child that's mildly having some challenges with it.
All right, guys. Well, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and stay tuned for our next video.